A very special day from Fenway Park as the Boston Bruins are in the house. And Jerry, this has been done right and well over the years here at Fenway Park. We saw the Patriots come here. We've seen the Celtics come in recent years with their World Championship. And now the Boston Bruins have made their way here into Fenway Park. This was pretty special here today.
Yeah, it always kind of sends chills, doesn't it? You know, just to see champions come in, guys that have worked so hard at their profession to reach the ultimate goal, the Stanley Cup, and, of course, in the other sports, their individual trophies. And it's always special the way the crowd just responds to these guys that come in and the way that they, you know, respond to the people, too. It's great stuff. It really is great stuff.
Everybody was here, too, and they started this thing, I guess, around 1:25, somewhere in there, and everybody was here and in their seats and ready to go. So it was very special here once again. Great to see the trophy. I think the greatest trophy in all four sports right there, the Stanley Cup. And that thing's got to be heavy. They've been wheeling that thing around now for a week.
Well, even Chara couldn't carry it the whole way around Fenway Park. He had to give it to some other guys to carry around, too, and then they placed it right in the center of the pitcher's mound when they were throwing out the first pitch. So a very nice touch. It was well done here at Fenway Park, and congratulations again to the Boston Bruins.
And an incredible run for Boston, really, and I think most expect that these guys will perhaps be there this season as the Red Sox continue their season right today with their 71st game of the year. So lots of baseball left, and these injuries are starting to mount. We have some news just before game time here. Clay Buchholz, indeed, is placed on the 15-day DL with a back problem. They had backed him off initially for a couple days. Now he goes on the DL, selected to the Major League roster. He is Andrew Miller, and he was going to be starting tomorrow one way or another, but this now clears the spot on the roster for Miller to be here and to be selected and activated to pitch tomorrow, as he'll be matched up against Wade LeBlanc, who gets the start for the Padres as San Diego comes into town tomorrow. Not good.
Well, not good, but it seems like the logical choice for Clay Buchholz. He's been battling that back thing now for about 4 or 5 starts. So you could tell it was bothering him in his last start. They pushed him back in the start previous a couple of days, which seemed to help out, but you can't keep doing that. And probably the best solution for this is to go on a disable list for 15 days, get it cleared up, get it behind him, and get him back pitching the way he's capable of pitching.
Red Sox take the field today on a beautiful day in Boston. And as they do, let's check out the visiting Milwaukee Brewers starting 9. Ricky Weeks.
Thanks, Dono. Hi, I'm Tom Grigley of Enfield, Connecticut, proud father of Megan, Thomas, and Alexa Grigley. Leading off for the Brewers, second baseman Ricky Weeks. In right field, Corey Hart. The DH, Ryan Braun. At first base, Prince Fielder. At third base, Casey McGee. The shortstop, Ewinski Betancourt. The left fielder, Niger Morgan. In center field, Carlos Gomez. And batting ninth, the catcher, Jonathan LaCroix. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Back to you, Dono.
All right, Tom, sorry, I almost upstaged you there. I jumped the gun.
Easy, Dono.
Easy. Well, thanks, Tom, for the Milwaukee Brewers starting lineup, as Tim Wakefield is on the hill today for the Red Sox. His 17th start, or his 17th appearance, 8th start, 3-2 with a 4.39 earned run average. Opponent sitting at 236 against Tim Wakefield. And his last outing, a loss against Tampa Bay, but it wasn't his fault. He pitched great. 7 innings, 2 runs. One of them was earned. He did walk 5 and struck out 2 as he gets ready to take on a Milwaukee Brewers team, a team that he has faced in the past. In fact, he is 5-2 against the Brewers with a 3.33 earned run average.
The Red Sox defense, they're second in the league, 33 errors on the season. Kevin Youkilis will be at third base. Marco Scutaro, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second, and Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman. Left to right, Josh Reddick, Jacoby Ellsbury, and J.D. Drew, and Jared Saltalamacchia. And doing the catching, the Red Sox defense is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture.
Our umpiring crew today, Bill Miller has the play calling the balls and strikes. James Hoy at first base, Tom Hallion, the crew chief, at second, and Phil Cuzzy is the umpire at third. So here we go in the rubber game of the 3-game series from Fenway Park. Red Sox winning game 1, Milwaukee winning game 2, and here is game 3. First pitch from Tim Wakefield is in there for strike 1, and we're underway. Ricky Weeks hitting at 292, 14 homers, 32 runs batted in. But last night's game started off with a bang, a home run. And is down 0-2.
Ricky Weeks has faced Wakefield 3 times in his career. He does have 1 hit. Right now on a 5-game hitting streak.
There are a fair number of Brewers who have faced Tim Wakefield quite a bit. As Weeks striking out, should be. They check and he's gone.
Weeks didn't like it, but it looked like he did go. Knuckleball inside. He tried to stop the swing, but couldn't do it. That's certainly a swing right there.
Here comes Corey Hart. All right, the right fielder for the Brewers. He takes ball one. He is one of the guys. You call that a strike? He did. Wow. Strike one to Corey Hart. Hart has faced Wakefield in the past. He's 2 for 2 with a home run. And a swing and a miss, down 0-2. Outfield set up straight away on Hart, who also homered in the first inning last night, his 8th of the year. That one's in there for strike 3. Nice start for the knuckleballer. 2 down.
Now Corey Hart thought that knuckleball was high, but it dipped back into the strike zone, and back-to-back strikeouts for Tim Wakefield. His high in strikeouts on the season of 4. He's done that one time.
According to the Amica pitch zone, it was quite high.
I thought it looked like a pretty good pitch.
I do too. 2 down in the first. Braun will chop it foul. Braun hitting at .311 with 15 homers, 51 runs batted in. Pretty good hitting Brewers team with a pretty good lineup. And Braun right in the middle of it. As he takes strike 2. How about Wakefield? 8 pitches and 8 strikes. Popped up, foul ground. Gonzalez towards the dugout, no play. Ends up in the dugout. Gonzalez into the slide in the dirt. Of course, an error charged to Adrian last night. Gave Ricky Weeks another chance, and then he homered. But this one, no chance.
This is the play last night. You can see Gonzalez a little bit unsure whether it was going to be he or Saltalamacchia trying to make the play.
The 0-2 is fouled off to the right. Game hitting streak for Ryan Braun coming into this game at 349. Inside 1-2. That is the first ball that Tim Wakefield has thrown in this first inning. In the air to shallow right. Pedroia is headed out, calling and catching. Out number 3. Boston Bruins are here. So is the Cup. The Red Sox are coming up. Boston Red Sox starting lineup.
Thanks, Don. Hi, I'm Joe Stafford, and here is the starting lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Leading off, playing center field, Jacoby Ellsbury. At second base, Dustin Pedroia. The first baseman is Adrian Gonzalez. At third base, Kevin Youkilis. The hitter today is David Ortiz. In right field, J.D. Drew. The shortstop is Marco Scutaro. The catcher is Jared Saltalamacchia. And batting ninth in left field, Josh Reddick. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there, especially my dad. I love you.
Great to have Joe Stafford back with us in his normal perch today at Fenway Park. And thanks for the lineups as Jacoby Ellsbury stands in here in the first inning. In there for strike one from Yovani Gallardo. It's a start today for the Brewers. He's had a terrific year. 16th appearance, 8-3 with a 3.76 earned run average. 84 strikeouts and 93 and a third. And it's a strike over the outside corner. It's quickly 0-2. Tuesday against the Cubs, he went 7 innings, giving up a run and in double figures in strikeouts with 10. Had a stretch of 6 in a row that he won. As the pitch misses outside, 1-2. First time Gallardo has ever faced the Red Sox.
Only guy with experience in the lineup against him is Adrian Gonzalez.
On the ground up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Leadoff single for Jacoby Ellsbury.
The defense for the Milwaukee Brewers are 8th in the National League with 41 errors. Casey McGee at third base, Yuniesky Betancourt the shortstop, Ricky Weeks at second, and Prince Fielder the first baseman. Left to right, Nigel Morgan, Carlos Gomez, and Corey Hart. Jonathan Lucroy doing the catching for Gallardo.
Prince Fielder coming over to get some sunglasses, it looks like, from one of the trainers for the Brewers, and he'll head back to first base. Get out there and didn't realize how much sun there was. Plenty of it today at Fenway Park. Beautiful day. It's 76 comfortable degrees at Fenway Park. Breeze in from center. And nothing but sunshine right now as Dustin Pedroia takes a rip at the first pitch from Gallardo. And it's down 0-1. 261, 5 homers, 30 runs batted in for Pedroia. Strike two, 0-2.
Now, so far, we've seen the fastball with movement on it, the slider, and the curveball from Gallardo.
Pedroia coming in with a 4-game hitting streak. And a pitch up high for ball one, 1-2. Gallardo last year was a 14-game winner. He's 14-7 with a 3.84 earned run average, 31 starts. 14 wins led the pitching staff last year. As they check on Ellsbury back to the bag. He'll be 24 out of 33. Pedroia fouls it off and will do it again. 1-2. 95 that time, featured by Gallardo. Much different story over the last 8 starts for Gallardo, who is just a 1.90 in the last 8 starts and 6-1. And he lost coming against the Mets at home. And the check on Ellsbury, who's back to the bag.
Jacoby, 24 steals on the season. He's been caught 9 times.
One-two pitch. Ellsbury starts and stops as Pedroia takes ball 2. Well, he didn't get the jump that he liked as he put on the brakes. Pedroia fouls off another, and it hangs at 2-2. Well, Gallardo wishes he could hit here, and of course, when the Red Sox go to the National League ballparks, the pitchers will be hitting because he has been a terrific hitter. He's had 9 home runs as a pitcher, the most in franchise history for a pitcher. Well, he won't be at the plate today. On the ground foul outside of third.
Kind of a typical Dustin Pedroia at bat right here, wasting a lot of pitches, fouling off some tough pitches. Breaking ball that time, fouled off by Pedroia.
Red Sox coming in 42-28, a game and a half lead over the Yankees atop the American League East. 4.5 game lead over the Rays. This is lined to right and in for a base hit. Ellsbury takes second on the hard-fought single for Dustin Pedroia.
Now you foul off nasty pitches, then you finally get a fastball down the middle of the plate, and Pedroia takes it to the opposite field for the base hit. So where the Brewers have got the lead in the first 2 games of the series, the Red Sox looking to do that today.
Now a 5-game hitting streak for Dustin at .353 along the way. He's at first, Ellsbury at second. Nobody out for Adrian Gonzalez. Part of our key matchup brought to you by New England Honda dealers. 375 against Gallardo with home run, 3 runs batted in. And this one gets away from Lucroy. Everybody will move up. Ellsbury to third base, Pedroia to second, nobody out.
Fastball down in the dirt this time, and a backhand try by Jonathan Lucroy gets by him, and 2 men get in the scoring position.
A wild pitch charged to Gallardo. Adrian Gonzalez was 0 for 4 in the ballgame last night. Very unusual. And Adrian looking for hit number 1,000 as he takes one down and in. 2-0, and Lucroy will head out. Boston Red Sox baseball is brought to you by AT&T, Toyota's official website for deals by Toyota.com, and by Southwest Airlines. Second and third, nobody out. Red Sox batting in the bottom of the first inning. Gonzalez chops one right side. Fielder's got it. He'll throw to first, and it goes off the glove of Gallardo. Ellsbury had already scored. Pedroia stays at third, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead.
You see that happen so many times. The fact that the pitcher, you're trying to find the baseball and the bag at the same time. Looked like a routine play. Fielder does everything right. Gives a good feed to Gallardo as he looks down at the bag. Drops the baseball.
So the error charge to Gallardo. And it is first and third now. Nobody out, a run in. And Kevin Youkilis coming up. Youkilis sitting at 261, 10 home runs, and 47 runs batted in. So it's the Red Sox who get on the board first today. It's in the dirt again. Lucroy able to grab it for ball 1. Is down low, 2-0. So Gallardo giving up 2 hits in the inning, and so far a run. Their first base committed by the pitcher Gallardo. Ron Renicky looking on. The Brewers beginning the day in first place by a game in the National League Central, as this one is sent foul back to the screen.
1 game ahead of the St. Louis Cardinals, 3 games ahead of the Cincinnati Reds.
Youkilis to deep left field. Back towards the wall and gone into the monster seats. 3-run home run for Kevin Youkilis, and just like that, the Sox have a 4-0 lead.
Now you got a breaking ball right out over the plate, and he jumped all over it. So the error followed by a 3-run home run by Kevin Youkilis. There's the curveball that just hangs out over the plate, and Youkilis did not miss that. Number 11 on the season for Kevin Youkilis.
So 4-0, Red Sox on top. There's David Ortiz coming up here. On the ground up the middle. Shift is on. Betancourt against the grain to the throw that's tardy. The infield hit for Big Papi. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox, and the Red Sox on NESN. During the 2011 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. So Ortiz at first base, still nobody out in the first, as Drew takes ball 1.
David Ortiz very seldom goes on the ground to the opposite field. This time he does, and running hard all the way down the line. Pick up the base hit.
Now Drew takes a strike, and it's 1-1. JD didn't think so. Starts the day hitting .225, 4 homers and 18 runs batted in. Drew with 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. Line into right, a base hit. Ortiz takes second, and the Red Sox bringing the bats with him today.
Now, one thing that would be nice at this time, especially with Kyle Crawford out of the lineup, to see J.D. Drew get hot. He gets a fastball and hooks it in that hole between first and second. And Ortiz has to hold up at second base. So a quick meeting at the mound.
Well, this has happened fast to one of the National League's best pitchers in Giovanni Gallardo. And the Red Sox getting to him quickly here in the first inning. There was an error mixed in, but a 3-run home run by Kevin Youkilis, the big blast of this inning, but it's not over yet. There's still nobody out. Here comes Marco Scutaro. A .282 average for Marco with a home run. And 10 runs batted in. He was 2 for 4 in the game last night with a double. Playing on a regular basis at shortstop with Jed Lowry on the DL. There's strike 1 from Gallardo. Broken bat grounded to first. Fielder will go to first for the out that he can get, and it's the first out of the inning. Ortiz to third, Drew to second on the ground out by Scutaro.
Well, almost the same as a sacrifice bunt right there. Moving the ball to the right side, broken bat. No other option for Fielder but to go to first base to get the out. And the Red Sox have 2 men in scoring position.
Here's Jared Saltalamacchia. In 248, 5 homers, 20 runs batted in. He's 1 for 4 in the game last night. And 2 for 7 in the series. Saltalamacchia catching the day game after the night game here at Fenway Park today. Infield in now for the Brewers. And it's outside, 2-0. Jason Varitek will be catching Andrew Miller here tomorrow. So Varitek catches the first game of this series and the first game of the series against the Padres is the way it works out. Swing and a miss. That one by him in 93. The fastball that time from Gallardo. Tries to grab his bearings here in the first inning. It's been a tough start. Ball 3. This will already be the 30th pitch of this first inning. Sean Markham threw 44 pitches in the opening game of the series. That's a strike, full count. Gallardo with a fastball, curveball, slider, and a change.
And that time goes to the curveball on the 3-1 count to Saltalamacchia.
Gets it by him with the fastball. Strikes out Saltalamacchia. First K for Gallardo. 2 down.
Back to the fastball for Gallardo. Up and away from Saltalamacchia to pick up the strikeout. Now it's up to Josh Reddick to try to pick up those 2 ducks on a pond.
So 2 down for Josh Reddick. Reddick getting the start in left field. Called up after Carl Crawford was placed on the DL. Reddick hitting at .385 in his time with the Red Sox this year. Problem inning for Gallardo has been the first inning. He's now given up 12 first inning runs on the season. Misses away, and it's 2-0. This current stint for Josh Reddick is his second in the big leagues this season. Called from the Paw Sox prior to last night's game. And is ahead 3-0. He has appeared to be a different guy this time around with the Red Sox. Very aggressive, swinging a lot of first pitches. The first time we saw Josh Reddick when he arrived on the scene in the big leagues, and now he's really worked at being a much more patient hitter. And here's an example as he takes a 4-pitch walk. Down to first he goes. Fourteenth time the Red Sox have batted around on the season. And it's in the first inning today. Bases loaded for Jacoby Ellsbury, who reached on a single to begin this inning. Ball 1. Keeps trying to get that outside corner and not getting it.
Yeah, both with his fastball and his slider.
That's a strike this time, 1-1. Gallardo, born in Mexico, resides in Fort Worth, Texas during the offseason. Outside, ball 2. This is a second-round pick by the Milwaukee Brewers. His 5th season now in the big leagues with the Brewers. Last year, the most wins he's had in the majors, 14. 14-7 and 31 starts. Strike 2, 2-2. Next pitch will be the 40th of the first inning for Giovanni Gallardo. In the air, down the right field line, falling fast and falling foul. Just to the right of the line, almost.
That ball stays in fair territory. That's probably 3 more runs for the Red Sox. But foul by about 3 or 4 feet.
Ortiz at third, Drew at second, and Reddick at first. 2 down here in the first inning. Red Sox have already scored 4 times. This is to left, down the line, and foul. There is stirring going on in the Brewers bullpen already. Rick Kranitz, the pitching coach, is just off the phone. And former New York Yankee Sergio Mitre is going to start to warm up. Inside ball 3. Everybody will be on the move now. Ortiz at third. Drew at second. Reddick at first. 2 down, full count. Everybody in motion. Ellsbury to right, down the line, towards the pole, and it'll be a fair ball. Ground rule double, 2 runs will score, and the Red Sox will take a 6-0 lead. All this coming in the first, and all this coming against Gallardo.
Well, we're not even out of the first inning, and Jacoby Ellsbury already has 2 hits, a multiple hit game. A single to start off the game. Now the ground rule double will drive in 2 runs. RBIs 35 and 36 on the season for Ellsbury. Down the right field line, 1 bounce into the stands.
Here is Dustin Pedroia with runners now at second and third. And it's in there for strike 1. Well, we've had a chance to hear the foghorn here a lot. The Boston Bruins goal scoring horn here at Fenway Park. Every time the Red Sox have scored, we've heard it 6 times already here in the first inning.
There it is.
Yeah, Pedroia, who's saying it was coming. It was. This one is fouled off.
I couldn't wait any longer.
Ten Red Sox have batted here in the first, and 6 of them have scored. Oh, 2 is in the air to right center. Back goes Gomez. He'll get there to make the catch that ends the inning. A 6-run first. The big blast. A 3-run home run for Kevin Youkilis. The Red Sox lead it 6-0. his prized bass boat on the line in a tournament-style contest against guests from Idaho on Lake Winnie. Charlie's friend Joel St. Germain is along for the ride. It's all tonight at 7 on an all-new Charlie Moore Outdoors. Top of the second inning, a very productive first inning for the Red Sox, who lead it 6-0. And Tim Wakefield back on the hill with a 6-run advantage now at a 1-2-3 first inning on 12 pitches. Kevin Youkilis with a 3-run home run, and for Youkilis his 11th home run of the year. Reds fielder leading it off and taking ball one. Fielder at an even 300. Impressive numbers. 19 homers, 60 runs batted in. As he takes strike one. Well, Giovanni Gallardo with a total of 46 first inning pitches. Remarkably, the Brewers starting staff in the first inning, they've had to throw 103 pitches in this 3-game series. Fielder getting out of the way, and it's now 3-1. Wakefield had 2 strikeouts in the first. Got Ricky Weeks and Corey Hart in the first inning to strike out. Then got Braun to pop out. Big swing from Fielder, and it's a full count. Tim Wakefield had a 29-minute wait while the Red Sox were collecting 6 runs. Fielder down the right field line and foul. Casey McGee waiting on deck. Then Yuniesky Betancourt to bat here in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Tim Wakefield. 1 down.
That ball had some late movement going inside on field. It almost looked like a slider from Tim Wakefield. It was not. It was the knuckleball, but it had a slider reaction to it.
So 1 down here in the second inning. Casey McGee, third baseman for Milwaukee, stands in. Brewers have been in the National League since 1997, so Tim Wakefield, one of the guys that actually has numbers against Milwaukee. He's 5-2 in his career against the Brewers, a 3.33 earned run average. Here at Fenway Park, he's 2-1 against Milwaukee. Another foul, and it's 1-2. He's faced him twice since the Brewers moved to the National League. One-two is hit well to left. Back goes Reddick looking up, and that ball is off the wall. Reddick plays the carom, headed to second is McGee. The throw is not going to be in time. First hit of the game for Milwaukee.
El McGee now with a 7-game hitting streak, almost a one-handed swing on this knuckleball from Wakefield. Gets out in front on his front foot, but generates enough power to put it way at the top of that left field wall. Barehanded by Reddick, gets it back in. Not quite in time, though, to get McGee.
So McGee at second base, 1 out. Yuniesky Betancourt fouling it off and a piece of himself.
Take one more look at the Pedroia play. Did he injure his left wrist on this? On the gloved hand, shaking it a little bit after that slide by McGee. Looks like he caught the foot of McGee.
Popped up, foul ground. Saltalamacchia coming back, but it is in the seats.
Well, Betancourt actually has pretty good numbers against Tim Wakefield. .316 with a couple of home runs.
Facing Wakefield is a member of the Seattle Mariners first, then the Kansas City Royals. 227 average, 3 homers, 22 runs batted in. Now in Milwaukee. Popped up, foul again, out of play. Well, Tim Wakefield, who ranks first all time among Red Sox pitchers in games started. This marks his 415th career start in a Red Sox uniform. First in innings pitched, over 2,900 of them. 1-2 is popped up, back at second base. Scudero from short makes the catch, 2 down. So McGee remains at second base, and that'll bring up Niger Morgan. Morgan at 347, a home run, 9 runs batted in. And he grounds it foul over by the Red Sox dugout. Back to Wake for a moment. Tim Wakefield, 44 years old, 321 days old. The major's oldest active player. This is fouled off, and it's 0-2. Became the oldest player to ever appear in a game with the Red Sox earlier this year. May 11th in a relief appearance. Oldest player to start an American League game since Roger Clemens did it at 45 years old for the Yankees. This is to right down the line towards the corner. Drew going back, way back, and that will be gone. Home run into the first row for Niger Morgan. His second home run of the year, and the Brewers get 2 back here in the second inning.
Well, a surprise here. Niger Morgan, as you mentioned, only picking up his second home run of the season. Drops that bat like he's hit 30 so far. Back into the first row in right field. J.D. Drew going back, but no chance to make a play on that ball.
Out ahead of this is Gomez fouling it off. Well, Niger Morgan has both of his home runs against right-handed pitching, and he's hitting at 373 against right-handers. This is inside to Gomez, and it's a ball and a strike. Milwaukee answering here in the second inning with a couple of runs back in a hurry. Now ground ball foul. In the dirt, gathered by Saltalamacchia, and it is 2-2. Wakefield taking a loss last time out against Tampa Bay, but 7 very good innings. Bat goes flying into the seats. Look out.
And a tug of war begins. Are those family members?
I think they may be. They're seated next to each other. Looks like everybody's all right. Most importantly down there. Well, they both got it.
Yeah.
This one is fouled off. Still 2-2.
It looked like Dad down there. If that's his dad, he diffused the situation very quickly.
It's mine. This is Father's Day. I'll take it.
It's mine. No, it's mine. It's mine. I had it. It's mine.
That's on the corner for strike 3. 4 Ks for Tim Wakefield. A 2-run home run for Niger Morgan. And it's 6-2 Red Sox. to autograph sessions with the stars from both games. Fans will have a part of the action all day long. Family-friendly prices start at just $5. Visit RedSox.com Futures to get your tickets today. Last half of the second inning. Met Terry Francona today, saw the Stanley Cup. You're on Nesson. It's all working out. Checklist is complete on his Father's Day from Fenway. And Terry Francona's Red Sox with a 6-2 advantage into the bottom of the second inning. Milwaukee able to get 2 in the top of the second. And here's Adrian Gonzalez, who takes strike 1 from Giovanni Gallardo. Gonzalez reaching on an error committed by the pitcher Gallardo at first base. Gallardo had to throw 46 first inning pitches. This one sent foul off to the left, out of play. One-two is in the dirt, 2-2. Well, the San Diego Padres, Adrian Gonzalez's old team, will be here tomorrow to begin a 3-game series. Swing and a miss, elevated at 93, and Gonzalez strikes out. Second K for Gallardo.
Going upstairs with the fastball up above the letters, and Gonzalez can't stay off it. So 0 for 2 so far today for Gonzalez. But a run did score on that error back in the first inning.
There's Kevin Youkilis, who hit the big 3-run home run in the first inning. His 11th home run of the year, now 50 RBIs on the season for Kevin Youkilis. In there for strike 1-1. Red Sox were already on top 1-0 when Youkilis did this. With Pedroia and Gonzalez already on, his 3-run shot into the monster seats. And the Red Sox a 4-0 advantage at the time. Later on, Jacoby Ellsbury with a 2-run double. Youkilis trying to hold up, and a foul tip, the indication by the home plate umpire, so it's 2-2.
Youkilis gets that inside fastball, tries to check the swing, but the ball deflects off the bat into the glove of Lucroy.
Right back at him. The position perfectly was Weeks. They've had that shift on for Youkilis on the left side, and Weeks was right around the bag at second, makes the play. And there's 2 down in the inning, and the Stanley Cup was in the house in the Red Sox clubhouse. The Bruins and the Cup in the Sox clubhouse before the game and the ceremony today. Getting a mix and mingle.
I was kind of hoping the Cup would make a trip up to the booth today.
Me too.
So you could take a picture of you in the Cup and eliminate me from it, from the picture.
This might be one that you would want, though, I would think.
I want them all.
Yes.
But I get eliminated from all of them.
No, but I mean to see the Cup. I think you'd like to see the Cup.
Oh, I definitely would, yes.
The rest of it you could give or take, but the Cup I think you'd like to see.
I would.
It is outside to Ortiz, 3-0. That's outside, and on 4 pitches, Big Papi will head down to first base. Second walk given up by Gallardo. And J.D. Drew is coming up.
Hey, you see where they had the shift on last night, but Weeks today, it does not go to the shortstop side, stays on the second base side and takes a base hit away from Kevin Youkilis. Last night they had the complete shift on. Tonight today they did not. Certainly playing him to pull though.
Drew disagreed with the strike call, looking back at Bill Miller. Says some stuff. No one is high, 1-1. Gallardo's trying to have a 1-2-3 inning, but he walks Ortiz on 4 pitches after striking out Adrian Gonzalez and getting Kevin Youkilis to ground out to second. Right fielder Corey Hart has swung around towards the line in right. There's a good sized gap in right center. As Drew takes strike 2. JD singled and scored in the first inning. Just outside. Gallardo wanted it, full count. Already the 5th 3-ball count of the day for Gallardo. 65 pitches deep. And an inning in 2/3. And there's strike 3. Drew strikes out. Third strikeout for Gallardo. 6-2 Red Sox at the end of 2. At bostonglobe.com/sports. Gene Simmons is here today, sort of. We head to the top half of the 3rd inning, 6-2. The Red Sox on top of the Brewers, and Tim Wakefield 4 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. He gave up a 2-run home run to Niger Morgan in the 2nd inning. And Jonathan Lucroy, Ricky Weeks, and Corey Hart will be coming up. Lucroy hitting at .268, 6 homers, 31 runs batted in. Came into the game late last night as George Katara started last night's game. Lucroy was in there for game 1. Back to Wakefield. Out number 1 of the 3rd inning.
I know people have been waiting all year for this, but finally today, as we look at the play, back to Wakefield, gets a nice high bounce, which makes it easier for Wakefield. But today is the day that Don broke out the powder blue blazer. There it is.
There it is.
Captain Stubing.
Still fits good. You should get one of these, Jerry. The white buttons are a problem. I agree with you. But I mean, today is Father's Day, and of course, all the players wearing the light blue and the wristbands and everything. So I figured if we're going to break it out, today's the day to break it out.
Yeah, good choice.
Yes.
Excellent choice. Nice looking jacket.
Tie to match. I'm going to give you this jacket when it's all said and done. You're ready to retire.
That's all right.
You take it down to Miami Beach with you, and whenever you're ready to take it to the house, I'll
get some white shoes.
Exactly, white belt.
Yeah.
Walk around the beach with it.
Yeah. How you doing, dear?
Hello. I'm the Rem Dog.
I used to be the Rem Dog. Remember me?
Yeah.
I actually went with the yellow and the black blazer today.
Bruins.
For the Bruins.
I get it.
So
look good. We didn't have an open, though.
We had everything covered.
It's outside to Ricky Weeks. Bats with one out in the inning. Two-one, back to Wakefield again. Fields and throws, 2 down. So Lucroy and Weeks going back to Wakefield, and Corey Hart is coming up. We talk about a lot of the different numbers that Tim Wakefield is nearing, and he's at 182 right now, with victories at 192 for both Roger Clemens and Cy Young. And that list was a little more daunting for Tim when he started the year in the bullpen again, but has been in the rotation and has 3 victories, 3-2. This is a pop-up in the infield. Everybody coming from both sides. It'll be Gonzalez who makes the catch. Scudero coming from short, almost a collision. 6-2 Red Sox. Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. Bottom of the 3rd inning back at Fenway Park, 6-2 Red Sox on top. This was almost quite a play by Tim Wakefield. He wanted to make sure that Adrian Gonzalez was going to be left alone, so he almost took out Marco Scudero to be sure. Get out of the way.
That's a penalty, isn't it?
It's definitely a foul.
It's interference. It's interference on Wakefield's part.
No, leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's got to. Don't mess this up.
There's Scudero looking back at Wakefield. Never had a pitcher attack me before.
Now here is Marco Scudero. And he sends one down the right field line, foul. Second at bat for Scudero against Gallardo. Grounded out to first base in the first inning. Scudero, Saltalamacchia, and Reddick to bat in the inning. Grounder foul. Yankees and Cubs play tonight. The ESPN Sunday night game of the week from Wrigley Field. Red Sox have a 1.5 lead over the Yankees starting today's games. There's a ball outside, 1-2. The Rays are playing today. They're in the midst of a 1-1 tie with Florida in the fourth inning at Tropicana Field. There's ball 2, 2-2. Fouled back, and it's 2-2.
Where are you going?
That was pretty hot. I thought it was coming up here.
Wasn't even close.
Well, I was ready to go. It looked like it had a chance to get up here.
You're getting that Florida blue blazer there, and you just go a little crazy on me.
This one is fouled a long way from us, down the right field line.
I could see you strutting along Palm Beach, you know, with the powder blue, you know, get the white shoes, the white pants.
How you doing?
Yeah. Where you from?
This is fouled to the right. Now, if I could wear that hat along with it, it'd be terrific.
That would look nice with it, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it would.
You could borrow it.
That's really nice.
You see, Joe looked at me today. He wasn't sure if I had his jacket on or my own. Looks very similar to the Castiglione line. There is strike 3. Marco Scudero. It's the 4th strikeout for Gallardo.
Gallardo settling down a little bit in this game now against the Red Sox. Fastball, 8th pitch of the at bat. Inside part of the plate for the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts. Got Drew to end the second, and Scudero to start the third.
One out in the third inning for Jared Saltalamacchia. Struck out swinging in the first inning. Well, Markham had to leave after one inning the other night with an injury. Brewers had to get in that bullpen early. This is drilled out to center field. Gomez going back, but it's back off the 379 marker in center. And to second base, sliding with a one-out double goes Jared Saltalamacchia.
Gomez in center field knew right away that he was not going to be able to make a play on that, so he started to look immediately toward the wall. Played it off the base of the wall, but Saltalamacchia in to second with that double. So with one out, the Red Sox have a man in scoring position.
Safe at second, safe and secure. New York Life. One out, Saltalamacchia at second base, and Josh Reddick, the batter, walked on 4 pitches in the first inning. Swings at the first pitch. Guys on the shallow center. In comes Gomez, and out goes the shortstop. Bencourt to make the catch, 2 down. Gomez was coming full bore, but Bencourt gets back there, and there's 2 away. So 2 different at-bats for Josh Reddick. Reddick, who walked on 4 pitches, then goes after the first pitch a second time, as Jacoby Ellsbury bats for the 3rd time today. And there for strike 1. Ellsbury singled and scored in the first inning, and then doubled as part of the first inning as well. Red Sox sent 11 men to bat in the first. Outside, ball 2. Ellsbury against right-handed pitching, hitting at .327 on the year. All 8 of his home runs against right-handers. 2-1 slap foul off to the left, out of play. Into the luxury boxes and then back down again. Swing and a foul tip. Ellsbury got a piece to stay alive.
Breaking ball down out of the strike zone. Ellsbury swinging at it, but just barely fouling it off. That's a tough one to call, really, when it's down in the dirt like that.
Up top, able to hold off. Full count. 94 that time from Gallardo. Dustin Pedroia waiting on deck. Red Sox batting here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. On top, 6-2. Gallardo trying to settle down after a rocky first inning. Breaking ball fouled off.
Nice play in the stands from the gentleman in a Red Sox shirt. No glove.
Ellsbury on the ground to second base. It explodes on Weeks. He has time to recover and throws out Ellsbury to end the inning. Red Sox strand a base runner at second. We have played 3, 6-2 Boston. Annihilated. Hurry into Cumberland Farms Chill Zone today and fill up on your absolute favorite fountain or frozen beverages for just 79 cents, any size, any time. The Chill Zone only at Cumberland Farms. Top of the 4th inning back at Fenway Park, 6-2. Red Sox on top of the Brewers. Ryan Braun leading it off. And he takes ball 1 from Tim Wakefield. Braun popped out to Dustin Pedroia at second base in the 1st inning. Pretty healthy hack for strike 1. Career .307 batting average in the majors for Ryan Braun. He takes a strike over the inside corner, down 1-2. Came up initially, was a third baseman with the Brewers, moved to left field in '08. And strikes out here against Wakefield. 5 strikeouts for Tim Wakefield.
That's a season high now for Tim Wakefield. 4 had been his previous high in strikeouts. 5 today, all of them, actually all except 1 coming on the knuckleball. Got a fastball by Gomez in the second inning.
1 out for Prince Fielder. He struck out swinging in the second inning. Fielder now 27 years old, will be a free agent at the end of the year. The shift on the shortstop Scudero on the right side. And there's 2 down.
Fielder really didn't get out of the box. He made contact and then looked like he stumbled a little bit going down that first base line. So we'll have to see if there's anything serious there with Prince Fielder.
Casey McGee grounds one down the third baseline. It's a fair ball. Long throw is dug out by Gonzalez. 7 pitch, 1, 2, 3, 4th inning. 7 in a row retired by Wakefield. 6-2 Sox. Most beloved ballpark by getting a personalized commemorative brick. Your unique message will be engraved onto a brick that will be placed inside the ballpark concourses at Gate B or Gate C. You'll also receive a free replica of the brick with a custom case to proudly display in your home or office. Visit redsox.com/bricks to get your brick today. Wonder how many fathers got bricks today as gifts on Father's Day. And we'll look at the bricks here that will be at different gates here at Fenway Park. Get yours now. 6-2 Red Sox on top. Last half of the 4th inning. Dustin Pedroia, Adrian Gonzalez, and Kevin Youkilis to bat. Giovanni Gallardo has settled down in the 2nd and 3rd innings after allowing 6 first inning runs and throwing 46 first inning pitches. And he's up to 87 already as he starts this 4th inning. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. tried to hold up. They are not going to check. LeCroy wanted them to. They don't. And it is 3-1. Pedroia hits it in the air to center field. Gomez going back at the wall. That ball is gone. Dead center field for Dustin Pedroia, his 6th home run of the year. And the Red Sox lead it 7-2.
Dustin Pedroia, straightaway center field, fastball down the middle of the plate, right to the batter's eye. Dustin not quite sure yet. Now he knows it's gone. And the foghorn goes off again. I was thinking that foghorn, you know what? That must be Luongo's wake-up call when he comes to Boston.
He heard it enough.
Yeah.
Lots.
Could you get me up at 8:30, please?
Dustin Pedroia going deep here. His 6th home run of the year. And gives the Red Sox a 5-run advantage. 2nd home run of the day for Boston. Now Gonzalez into right center field. His 1,000th hit. He's going to go to the triangle as he heads for second base and beyond. He's thinking 3. Why not? Throw to third is not going to be in time. Adrian Gonzalez gets his 1,000th hit, and it's a triple.
You got to get that baseball for him. They're throwing it toward the dugout of the. Yeah, now they're going to get it. Dale Swain, Tim Bogar is going to get it. 1,000th hit of the career of Adrian Gonzalez, and who would have guessed it had been a triple?
Only the 11th.
Looks like a slider. He gets down in the zone, and he finds that gap all the way out to the 420.
That equals his career high, 3 triples in a season.
He was chugging along, wasn't he, in third base?
Gallardo is going to hand off the baseball to his manager as the Red Sox take a 7-2 lead here in the 4th inning. And tune in Monday morning at 6 to hear the best sports talk in America with John Dennis and Jerry Callahan. It's weekday mornings at 6 on the WEEI Sports Radio Network, and of course right here on NESN. Ray is in the house. Ray Allen chatting with Terry Francona here as the Red Sox have a 7-2 lead. It is time for this call to the bullpen, and it's brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Sergio Mitre into the game for the Milwaukee Brewers after 3+ innings from Gallardo, who departs after 93 pitches. Mitre's 21st appearance, 0-1 with a 2.79 earned run average, 29 innings, 10 strikeouts to 7 walks, and opponents hitting at .243 against Mitre. First appearance of the series. He last pitched on Thursday, going 2 innings, giving up 3 runs to the Cubs. Came over from the New York Yankees at the end of spring training on the 25th of March in exchange for outfielder Chris Dickerson. It's Kevin Youkilis who bats with Adrian Gonzalez at third base. And he'll take a pitch inside. Infield in for Milwaukee. Mitre was starting games last year for the Yankees. He started 3 of them. Mostly out of the pen, though. 27 from the pen for New York. Youkilis may have gone. No, it's his first base umpire, James Hoy. Chop foul, 2-1. Mitre spent time on the DL last year with a strained left oblique muscle. And Renicky hoping he can log some innings here after Gallardo leaves after 3+, still responsible for Adrian Gonzalez, who's at third base. Fouled off to the right, and it's 2-2. Gallardo coming in at 8-3 with a 3.76 earned run average. Has to throw 46 first inning pitches, gives up 6 runs in the first inning. Then another on the home run by Dustin Pedroia to begin things here in the 4th inning. Two is ball 3. His last 5 starts, Gallardo's only given up 8 runs. If Gonzalez scores, he'll be charged with his 8th run today. It's ball 4, and down to first goes Youkilis. Mitre walks the first batter that he faces.
Well, we've done a little work in the truck, Don, and we figured out what you'd look like complete with that blue blazer and some additions.
Oh,
and there
my.
it is. There it is.
That is fantastic.
Now that's special.
That is great.
Who could resist that?
Yes, that,
You know?
that is good. I didn't know we had the technology to do that stuff. Think of all the
They can
fun
do a
we
lot
could
of
have.
things.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of things.
David Ortiz takes ball 1. Single for David in the infield in the first inning. He walked in the second inning. Chopped softly right side. Fielder will go to second base for 1. Back to first. It's not going to be in time. A run scores. Gonzalez from third puts the Red Sox on top 8-2.
Like Prince Fielder may have had a play at home at Gonzalez, but elected immediately to go to second base to get that force out and get the first out of the inning instead of taking a chance. There's that big high bounce. If he looks home, I think he might have had a chance at Gonzalez. But he immediately looked toward shortstop, made the throw there, and they get the force out at second base.
Now Drew takes a pitch outside. JD singled in the first inning, struck out looking in the second inning. There's a strike, and it's 2-1 now to J.D. Drew. So that run is charged to Gallardo. Closes the book on him. 3+, 9 hits, 8 runs, walked 2, and struck out 4. And was on the hook. Came in 8 and 3 individually. Drew with a swing and a miss. Off speed, and it's 2-2.
A change up that time from Mitre. Left it up in the zone, but off speed enough to fool J.D. Drew. Keeping it away from the left-handed hitter.
And this is off of Mitre's foot, and he kicks into foul ground. As aboard would be J.D. Drew, a hot shot right off the pitcher. And a base hit for Drew, his second hit of the day.
Yeah, 2 for 3. Had the base hit back in the first inning. A strikeout. Now the base hit off the foot of Mitre. Gets that sinking fastball, deflects off the foot and toward that third base line.
So 2 on, 1 away. And Marco Scudero coming up. In the dirt, ball 1. Marco grounded out first base in the first inning. Struck out looking in the third, 0 for 2. In there for strike 1, 1-1. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2.
Scudero can't believe that call. He thought that pitch was low. Once again, the sinking fastball from Mitre. Let's see where it ends up. Right at the bottom of the strike zone.
Strike 3 call. Went to the curveball and struck him out. Scudero says some things to Bill Miller on the way by. It's out number 2 of the inning.
Supposed to be away, but it stays inside just a little bit high, but called a strike, and Scudero not very happy with a couple of calls in that plate appearance.
Two down, first and second, and here is Jared Saltalamacchia. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Saltalamacchia, who today has struck out swinging and doubled to center field off the wall. Big Papi at second base, J.D. Drew at first base, 2 down. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Popped up, foul ground. McGee puts the glasses down and has a play, makes it to end things here in the 4th inning. The Red Sox get 2 more runs in the inning and take an 8-2 lead. donating $1,000 to every home run Adrian hits this season to select Habitat for Humanity affiliates in eastern Massachusetts. Top half of the fifth inning back at Fenway Park. Red Sox widen their lead on top now 8-2. Out hitting the Brewers 10-2. And it'll be Unieski, Bentoncourt, Niger Morgan, and Carlos Gomez coming up in the fifth inning. Beautiful day from Fenway Park. Red Sox and Brewers wrapping up this three-game series.
Yeah, nice that breeze coming in from left field to right field, taking the humidity out of the air today. Very comfortable conditions at Fenway Park.
That drops in there for strike one to Bentoncourt. Popped out to the shortstop Marco Scudero in the second inning. This is line foul. Swing and a miss. Saltalamacchia will apply the tag. It's out number one on strikeout number 6 for Tim Wakefield.
Bettencourt pleading that he fouled this ball off, but not even close. Saltalamacchia couldn't catch it. He just picks it up and applies the tag to Bettencourt.
Niger Morgan homered off Tim Wakefield in the second inning. As he takes ball one this time, the home run to right field. First row of seats down the right field line in the corner. That's a strike, 1-1. Wakefield has given up only 2 hits. The double for Casey McGee in the second inning, then the home run by Morgan. He's now ahead in the count, 3-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball that time from Wakefield at 73 miles an hour, and it appeared to surprise Morgan.
That's generally what his fastball usually reads at, about 73.
And Morgan will head down to first base with 1 out in the inning. Time now for today's AT&T trivia question. Which 2 members of the Brewers coaching staff have also been coaches for the Red Sox staff?
I think I know that one.
That one?
I think I got a cookie.
I got it too. One out, one on. Carlos Gomez, the batter. Ever since you, I don't want to say complained, but every time, I think we were in New York, we were somewhere on this last road trip, and you said that you thought they were too difficult. Ever since then, things have really gotten much easier in the AT&T trivia question.
I didn't complain. I just thought that they were very, very difficult to get. I mean, you know, usually we get 1 a week.
Right.
But we would get nothing. I mean, not even close. Now, if we one of those guys that, you know, had, you know, how like a lot of announcers, they use a computer. They have the computer right next to them. Mm-hmm. You know, and then they're looking at the game and looking at the computer.
Right.
You know, that we could probably go on there and get the answer
right away.
But that's not fun.
No.
I mean, that's not the way to do it.
No. So we're stumped every time, which makes it tough. But today we've got it. This is popped up in a shallow right. Pedroia out, Drew in. And JD battles the sun but makes the catch 2 down. We want to remind you that tonight at 10 to join Randy Scott for Ness and Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Have a complete recap of all the festivities from the Bruins Stanley Cup Championship weekend. Full highlights from the final round of the U.S. Open, plus all of today's interleague action from around the majors. All this and much more on Ness and Daily tonight at 10, only on Nesson. 2 outs in the fifth. Niger Morgan at first base. Jonathan Lucroy, the batter. Lucroy grounded back to the mound, and Tim Wakefield in the third inning. Snap throw to first, and Morgan's back. Morgan was part of a double play last night. Jacoby Ellsbury was able to double.
I tried to catch him napping down at first base, but not the case for Morgan, diving back in safely.
Ground ball foul.
Because you've become high-tech now, though. You have a
BlackBerry.
A BlackBerry that I notice you do a lot of things between innings on, and you get a lot of information. Actually, you get a lot of information from the truck through that BlackBerry.
Stuff is happening all the time. Promos change, things happen, and we're ready. You don't have a BlackBerry yet, do you? You just a regular cell phone right now?
I have a flip phone.
Which you never have on.
I have a dumb phone.
You have a computer, too, that you travel.
Yeah, I do. If I can hook it up when we get to the hotel rooms.
Down from first comes Gonzalez, and he'll make the catch. It ends the inning. Halfway through this one from Fenway Park, Red Sox have an 8-2 lead. Eastern Bank, commitment, compassion, and love of the game. These are just some of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. Last half of the fifth inning back at Fenway Park. Sergio Mitre is back on the mound for Milwaukee in relief of Giovanni Gallardo, who left after 3+ innings and gives up the 8 runs the Red Sox currently have. Boston on top 8-2. Hitting Milwaukee 10-2. Good offense, good pitching from Tim Wakefield. I'm sure that was a sign that said hello, Don and Jerry. So we thank him for that. Even though he put it away apparently too early.
He might take it out again later.
Glad you're here. Josh Reddick stands in. Apparently had nothing to do with us.
Oh, then what? Then who cares?
So we didn't miss anything.
No, we missed nothing.
It's outside, 2-0. Reddick has walked and popped out. Takes a strike over the outside corner, 2-1. Red Sox doing the bulk of their business in the first inning, 6 runs. They get 2 more in the fourth. Now Reddick towards the gap in right center field, and this will get down. One hops up into the bullpen. Ground rule double for Josh Reddick.
Now Reddick's been on base a couple of times today. A walk back in the first inning. Now he gets an elevated sinking fastball, if that's possible. It did not sink. It stayed up in the zone, and Reddick takes it one hop into the Red Sox bullpen. Is there such thing as an elevated sinking fastball?
Could be. Something that's up that's also going down.
Yes, but didn't go down far enough.
A double for Josh Reddick. Everybody in the Red Sox starting nine has a hit, the exception of Marco Scutaro. And here is Jacoby Ellsbury, who takes strike one. Jacoby's got 2 hits, and they both came in the first inning. As he was able to single and score in the first, then double to drive in 2 runs. It's part of the 6-run first inning. It's a fly ball out to center field. Carlos Gomez going back onto the track to make the catch. Tagging and heading to third is Reddick. The throw is cut off, and Reddick, with a headfirst diving slide, is to third base with one down here in the 5th.
Gomez in center field has a very strong throwing arm, but this ball hit very deep by Jacoby Ellsbury. Runs Gomez back to the warning track. And from that point, no chance to throw out Reddick at third base. Head for a slide anyway. Infield comes in for the Brew Crew.
1 out. Reddick at third base, and Dustin Pedroia the batter. Inside, ball 1. In there for strike 1 and 1. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2011 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every Red Sox home run, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. To center field, Carlos Gomez going back again. He'll make the catch. It'll be plenty deep enough. Reddick will tag and score the Red Sox 9th run of the day.
Now Pedroia now with 2 RBI in the afternoon gives him a total of 32 on the season. Bruin fans love that horn, don't they?
They love it. Two down in the 5th inning, and Adrian Gonzalez coming up. Adrian got his 1,000th hit last time up as he sprays one foul off to the left. Strike 2 over the inside corner. Gonzalez reached on an error in the first inning, struck out in the second, then that triple in the 4th inning. He would later score. Popped up, foul ground. McGee into foul ground, will make the catch. That ends things here in the 5th inning. Red Sox get a run, take a 9-2 lead.
Knuckleball of Corey Hart. A knuckleball of Prince Fielder. And then a fastball by Gomez on the outside corner for the strikeout for Wakefield. Oh, I tell you.
It's 9-2.
This jacket, I'm going to burn this thing before the game's over.
We just found out in between innings that it's reversible. It's awesome. Look at this thing. It's like a smoking jacket.
Yeah, when you get back to your room, you can light up a big pipe. Oh, God.
This is great. Here I thought this whole time it was just blue. But look at this thing. It's like a robe.
Like Liberace.
Deep left field. Back goes Reddick at the wall, and it'll be Ellsbury who makes the catch in front of the scoreboard. First out of the 6th inning.
You get a piano up here.
We got to get rid of these patches, though, whatever they are.
I think they look good. You look like you're a member of a country club or something. You know.
Who knew, though, that they could make this into 2 jackets?
We found out.
Right in between innings. We didn't realize the lining was this color. Swing and a miss for Corey Hart.
Now you could wear that twice a year.
Yes. Take it on a road trip. I can wear it 4 times.
Exactly. Nobody would know.
Just change the combinations.
Nobody would know. As long as you wear a different tie, nobody will ever notice.
Try it. Popped up foul, backing out play off to the right.
I'm telling you, I'm no fashionista, but I got to tell you, that looks good.
Is it better than the actual coat itself?
It is.
The other side?
It is.
It's two-toned, which is different.
It's a little different look.
This is popped up, sending Pedroia out to center field. Now in comes Ellsbury, and Jacoby takes over, 2 down. It is time now for the answer to today's AT&T trivia question. Which 2 members of the Brewers coaching staff have also been coaches for the Red Sox? The answer, Jerry Narron. Well, I should probably wait for the thing to flip around. There we go. The answer is Jerry Narron and Dale Swaim. Narron is currently the bench coach for Milwaukee. Served in the same role for the Red Sox under Grady Little in 2003. Dale Swaim has been the interim manager for the Brewers, the third base coach, also bench coach for his current hitting coach role. Back goes Saltalamacchia to make the catch. Tim Wakefield on 7 pitches as a 1-2-3 6th. It's a 9-2 Red Sox lead. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Last half of the 6th inning at Fenway Park, 9-2. Red Sox on top of the Milwaukee Brewers. As Kevin Youkilis, David Ortiz, J.D. Drew expected to bat here in the 6th. Sergio Mitre back on the mound here for Milwaukee. Kevin Youkilis coming up for his 4th plate appearance of the day with a 3-run home run as part of a 6-run first for Boston. He's grounded out and walked. Now has 50 RBIs on the year. To go along with 11 home runs. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Mitre's been in the game since the 4th inning, starting his 3rd inning of relief. Youkilis rolls it over foul and is down 1-2. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Youkilis strikes out, a pitch up at 88 miles an hour, and he strikes out. 2nd strikeout for Mitre, 1 down.
Almost like he did that by design, going upstairs against Youkilis with his fastball. Youkilis winching a little bit, it looked like, after that swing. You wonder if the ankle bothering him, as he kind of limps down the steps of the dugout.
So 1 out here in the 6th inning for David Ortiz. He's been on base 3 times today, a single, a walk, and reached on a fielder's choice. Got an RBI today. Now 46 on the season, as this one gets thrown kind of behind him and down by his feet. To jump out of the way.
And Big Poppy had to show some quick feet to get out of the way of that one. Just missed his back foot.
Outside ball 2, 2-0. 4 in a row retired by Mitre coming into this inning. Down again, and it is 3-0.
Well, he's missed down near the feet of Ortiz with a fastball, and now a changeup.
Rick Kranitz, the pitching coach here for Milwaukee, former pitching coach for the Baltimore Orioles. There's a strike, 3-1. Brewers will head home and host the Tampa Bay Rays, as the Rays playing against the Florida Marlins today. And they're tied up 1-1 in the 8th in Tampa. There's ball 4. David Ortiz on for the 4th time today. 1-out walk. Boston and San Francisco fans have joined forces to cast votes for both teams' players listed on the 2011 All-Star Game ballot. Help send your favorite Red Sox and Giants to this year's All-Star Game by voting up to 25 times at redsox.com/vote. Vote early and often at redsox.com/vote. 1 out in the 6th inning. J.D. Drew to right field, in to make the catch into the slide is Hart. Looked up, took a look at first base to see if he could get Ortiz. Could not. But he makes the grab on a line drive from J.D. Drew, 2 down.
Yeah, sinking line drive, too. Very nice play out there by Corey Hart as he goes into the slide to make the catch. Battling the sun. Sunglasses down, makes a nice catch.
Two down with Ortiz at first base. Marco Scutaro 0 for 3. There was another Corey Hart who wore his sunglasses at night. This Corey Hart wears his sunglasses during the day.
Which Corey Hart wears his sunglasses?
You don't know the song?
No.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
No,
It was written by and sung by another Corey Hart. Never mind. High drive, deep left field. Deep, far, gone. Marco Scutaro. It's his second home run of the year. He'd had a frustrating day until now. Red Sox on top 11-2.
Well, Marco Scutaro is not going to wait around for calls he didn't like in that at bat. Picks up home run number 2, gets a fastball middle in at about 89 miles an hour and takes it up into the monster seats. So the Red Sox offense back here in a big way today.
Everybody in the starting 9 has at least one hit. Saltalamacchia with a swing and a miss.
Oh, I think I know the song you're talking about now. Yeah. I don't like it at all.
No, huh? I got nothing. I figured you didn't know the reference, but
No, now I do. I do.
in there for strike 2.
It's one of those annoying songs that you hear and you can't get it out of your mind.
It's like mid to late 80s, probably.
Yeah, good stuff.
Swing and a miss. Saltalamacchia strikes out. It's good stuff for Marco Scutaro. Hits a 2-run home run. Red Sox lead it 11-2. Boston Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Marco Scutaro's hit a 2-run home run, and the Red Sox lead it 11-2 for Tim Wakefield. Works into the 7th inning. He's now thrown 76 pitches. Prince fielder Casey McGee and Unieski Bentoncourt to bat in the inning. This one is fouled off himself. Fielder is 0 for 2 today. He struck out swinging and grounded out to second base. There is action in the pen. Right-hander just got called up, Mark DeFelice. They sent Herrera down. 1-1 is hit well to right, down towards the pole, and that ball wraps around it. It's gone. Prince fielder hits his 20th home run of the year. It is the second home run today for Milwaukee off Tim Wakefield, and it's now 11-3.
Home runs responsible for all the runs for the Brewers this afternoon. The 2-run home run by Morgan, and now Fielder. That knuckleball stayed down in the zone too, and Fielder with that uppercut swing takes it right down that right field line.
Now a fly ball foul off the bat of Casey McGee. McGee doubled in the 2nd inning and then grounded out to third base in the 4th. He is 1 for 2. It's outside, ball 2. 20 home runs now for Prince Fielder on the year. 61st RBI. And that is strike 2, 2-2. McGee didn't think so. Wakefield with 6 strikeouts today. He's walked 1 batter. On the ground to third base, Youkilis has got it. 1 down in the 7th inning. Time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow, Adrian Gonzalez will renew acquaintances with his former teammates when the San Diego Padres make their 2nd ever trip to Fenway Park. Gonzalez came to Boston this offseason in a trade after spending the past 5 seasons in San Diego, and as a member of the Padres, who became a star. During his time in San Diego, Gonzalez was a 3-time All-Star. He hit .288 with 161 homers and 501 runs batted in. NESN's live coverage gets underway at 5:30 with Monster Monday. And this is on the ground to third. Youkilis has got it again. 2 down in the 7th inning.
Because of the speed of the knuckleball, generally when Wakefield pitches, if you're a shortstop or third baseman with those right-handed hitters, you know you might be busy on that day. A lot of guys pulling the ball on the ground.
On this week's all-new Ultimate Red Sox show with Heidi Watney, presented by Arbella Insurance, Peter Gammons talks to Jacoby Ellsbury. David Ortiz has a Father's Day moment, and we look at the 9-game win streak and much more. Catch the Ultimate Red Sox show today after our Sox Brewers coverage. And the postgame today will be on Yawkey Way. Niger Morgan with a pop-up. Playable for Saltalamacchia. Takes the mask off, makes the catch, inning over. It is 7th inning stretch. 11-3, Red Sox on top. Innings or the Red Sox get a save. CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Last of the seventh inning at Fenway Park, 11-3. Red Sox on top of the Milwaukee Brewers. And the Brewers bring on their third pitcher of the day, Mark DeFelice, called up from AAA Nashville, where he had made 18 appearances and 17 appearances, 3 starts. His record was 2-1 with a 2.17 earned run average, 31 Ks to 6 walks, and opponents hitting at 227 against him. He was called up from Nashville yesterday, signed by the Brewers as a free agent back in 2007. He had surgery on his right rotator cuff and did not pitch all of last year. He's pitched in the major leagues with the Brewers in 3 different seasons and is back up with them again here. And we'll work the bottom of the 7th inning with Josh Reddick coming up. 5th grade graduation. And a happy Father's Day here as well. Eleven to 3. Red Sox on top of the Brewers. Reddick 6 for 15 in the big leagues this season. 2 stints with the Red Sox, and today has walked, popped out, and doubled. He's also scored a run. In there for strike 1. Inside, and it's 1-1. Sergio Mitre ends up going 3 innings of relief. Mitre gives up 3 hits and 3 runs. He walked 2 and struck out 3 after Giovanni Gallardo went just 3+ and gave up 8 runs. Red Sox scoring early and often was 6 in the first. There's a 1-2. There is strike 3. Reddick didn't like it. He's out number 1 of the 7th inning.
Backdoor slider that time from DeFelice. Starts at a and brings it back toward the outside corner. Josh Reddick didn't like the call.
One out for Jacoby Ellsbury. 2 hits, 2 RBIs on the day. A 2 for 4 day for the Red Sox center fielder. You take strike 1. All the hits and all the RBIs coming for Jacoby in the first inning. 11 man to bat. Wrapped foul over by the Red Sox dugout. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 13th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. This is in the air to right field. Over is Corey Hart towards the warning track to make the catch for the second out of the 7th inning. Immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live with TC and Peter. And a breakdown of Tim Wakefield's outing, including his take on today's performance. Plus, you'll have the manager's perspective in the From the Press Room segment. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
That's always one of our favorite stops of the day, the manager's press conference after the game.
Just to kind of put a bow on the day. You know?
Yeah, well, you get to see him before the game and after the game.
2 down in the 7th inning for Dustin Pedroia. We just can't get enough. One press conference with Terry a day is just not enough, so we go to 2. This is a check swing foul. Things going well for the manager today. Red Sox have banged out 11 runs, 12 hits. And with the victory today, they'll take the series against Milwaukee, prepare for the arrival of San Diego. Red Sox did make a move today, placing Clay Buchholz on the DL. This is to right field, and Corey Hart again has trouble with the sun and drops it. Sunglasses and all, and Pedroia will be at second base. The sun field at Fenway. Corey Hart can't make the catch.
That right field so tough here at Fenway Park, especially when you get deeper and later into the afternoon. And Corey Hart having the problem. He's got the sunglasses, he's got the glove up, try to help him out, but just drops the baseball as he lost it in the sun. That should go as a double.
It is.
What a helpless feeling that is.
Just hope you don't get hit in the face.
When you look up, you have no idea where it is. You know you're in the general direction, but you don't know where.
Pinch runner at second base is Drew Sutton running for Pedroia. It's a ground ball by the dive of fielder. Here comes Sutton. Hart's up and throwing. It'll be at the plate, not in time, and the Red Sox take a 12-3 lead. Adrian Gonzalez comes up with his second hit, drives in another run.
RBI number 63 on the season for Gonzalez. Looked like a spinner that time, a slider that he hooks past the dive of fielder at first base.
And therefore, strike one to Kevin Youkilis. So the drop by Hart, and just like that, the Red Sox add another run. Happened fast. The double for Pedroia. Then Adrian Gonzalez drives in the run immediately. Little number down the first base line, picked up by the pitcher. It's a fair ball, and DeFelice throws out Kevin Youkilis to end the inning.
No, Youkilis is really struggling.
Red Sox on top, 12-3. Celebrated here and honored at Fenway Park before the game, along with the Stanley Cup. Stanley Cup champion Boston Bruins and the Red Sox picked up right from the electricity from the ceremony. 6-run first inning, including a 3-run home run for Kevin Youkilis, who collects his 11th of the year. Dustin Pedroia homering in the game, his 6th of the year. Solo shot to begin the 4th inning. Red Sox with a 12-3 lead. New Hampshire fan is here, first game. Welcome to Fenway. Good one to see so far.
It's a good day to come, huh? The Bruins and the Red Sox, 12 runs on the board.
Darnell McDonald has taken over in center field for Jacoby Ellsbury. And Drew Sutton stays in the game after pinch running for Dustin Pedroia.
Take another look at Kevin Youkilis going down that first base line. That ankle is going to be a problem for him right now. He was really limping once he got past that bag. He remains at third base.
On the ground to shortstop. Marco Scudero stepped to his left. Got to hurry, and he gets it there just in time. Gomez got down the line well, one down. I want to remind you, coming up after the game today, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with TC and Peter. We'll have the final word from Fenway and a preview of tomorrow's series opener with the Padres. Adrian Gonzalez welcomes his former team to Fenway, plus the highlights from around the majors. It's coming up right after the game, only on NESN. One out for Jonathan Lucroy. He was 0 for 2. He's grounded back to the mound and popped out.
That little shot we had of the two guys, you know, Peter and TC.
Yes.
TC looked very happy in it, and Peter looked angry toward the end, didn't he?
I didn't see it. I was reading.
Had his arms folded and.
1-1 pitch is tapped foul. See if we get a look here.
And I watched TC smiling, Peter smiling now, but look at Peter now. He puts his hands together, and he looks like he's really upset.
All business. 1-2 is popped up, short left. Reddick coming in and making the running catch. Scudero went back, but Reddick coming forward made the catch. 2 down.
Tim Wakefield's game should not be overshadowed today. You know, the Red Sox put a lot of points on the board. That Foghorn going off Fenway. Wakefield's pitched a beautiful ball game.
Pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 7 2/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. 95 pitches deep, trying to grab his 4th win of the year. And trying to get through 8 for the first time this season. Ricky Weeks takes a pitch up high, ball 1. Weeks 0 for 3. He struck out, grounded out, and flied out to the warning track in center field. There's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Fly ball to left field, sending Reddick back. Calls off McDonald. Now McDonald calls him off and makes the catch. It ends the inning. Tim Wakefield, he is through 8. He's got a 12-3 lead. With TC, Peter, and Heidi at 6:30. Andrew Miller makes his Red Sox debut. Adrian Gonzalez talks to Peter about playing his former team. Plus, the Boston Globe's Michael Vega will have the latest news and notes from the Red Sox clubhouse. Our live coverage begins tomorrow with Monster Monday at 5:30, and it's only on NESN. Josh Wilson takes over at third base. As some changes here now for Milwaukee. Mark Kotze is at first base. And a new pitcher now for Milwaukee, their fourth of the day, the veteran LaTroy Hawkins. Here's in his 19th game, no record, a 0.52 earned run average. First appearance of the series. And he's gone 17 1/3 innings this year. And Hawkins in for Mark G. Felice. Well, Tim Wakefield, 8 innings today. And a lot of handshakes and hugs in the Red Sox dugout. And a very good job today for Tim Wakefield once again. Trying to grab his 183rd win in a Red Sox uniform. If things continue as they are, Red Sox have a 9-run lead. David Ortiz takes strike one from LaTroy Hawkins. Mark D. Felice went an inning, giving up 2 hits and a run. Didn't walk anybody and struck out a batter. Chopped right side. The shift is on. It's Betancourt, the shortstop, who throws out Ortiz, who's retired for the first time today. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region 2 years in a row by J.D. Power and Associates. Find out more of what we're made of at easternbank.com. Action for the Red Sox. Dan Wheeler is warming in the pen. J.D. Drew singling in the first, and in the fourth, a 2-hit day. Line to center. Gomez coming in to make the catch. That's the second screaming liner today off the bat of Drew that's been caught. The line went out to Hart in the 6th inning. Now he lines one out sharply to center to Gomez. 2 down.
It's been a good day for J.D. Drew, and maybe one that'll turn him around. He's got a couple of hits in the game and a couple of hard line drive outs.
Scudero takes ball 1. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need, and it's from Milwaukee Way today, and it's right here on NESN. 2 outs. Marco Scudero takes the 1-0 for strike 1. Troy Hawkins had right shoulder surgery at the end of last year. Reinstated from the DL on April 21st, missed 18 games. Last year was on the DL twice with the shoulder problem before finally getting the surgery. This is to short. Betancourt's got it. And it's to the 9th we go from Fenway Park with the Red Sox on top 12-3. Southwest Airlines and by Kia. Red Sox have a 12-3 lead as we head to the 9th inning at Fenway Park. Tim Wakefield goes the first 8. And Dan Wheeler takes over here in the 9th inning. 20th appearance of the year. A record of 6.87 earned run average. When it's sitting at 312 against Wheeler. Through a third of an inning in last night's game. He's allowed 1 run in the last 8 outings since coming off the DL on May the 20th. Corey Hart leading it off here in the 9th inning. Hart is 0 for 3. And fouls the first one back for strike 1.
By the way, between innings, I call security to help you take you to the car so nobody takes your jacket.
They may need some assistance. Might actually take it off.
Do you really?
I might.
Have you done it in the past? Have you got any comments in the past on it?
Yes, I have.
Once a year?
Yep. Yes, there have been some comments.
Hey, blue boy.
Yeah, not all of them nice. Swing and a miss. Dan Wheeler makes quick work of Corey Hart. 1 down.
And Dan Wheeler going with a curveball to pick up the strikeout here. Down and away from Corey Hart. Hart 0 for 4 on the afternoon.
In Boston, the game of baseball goes 24/7, so tomorrow morning get your fix of Red Sox baseball. Dennis and Callahan will break down the game and the season starting at 6 a.m. on the WEEI Sports Radio Network and right here on NESN. Ryan Braun batting with 1 out. Takes ball 1. A reminder to stay with us for Granite City Electric Red Sox final. Complete post-game coverage coming up after the game from Yawkey Way. There's a 2-0 to Ryan Braun. This is lined into right center field for a base hit. Darnell McDonald over to grab it, but Braun able to extend that hitting streak down as he had been 0 for 3, but he gets a base hit into center field. So it's a 12-game hitting streak now for Ryan Braun. 1 out, 1 on. And here's Mark Kotze, who took over at first base for Prince Fielder last inning. Former Red Sox infielder, outfielder with a swing and a foul tip. Kotze spending time in Chicago with the White Sox and between the Red Sox and Milwaukee Brewers. Glance foul, 0-2. Tim Wakefield gives up just 3 hits in his 8 innings, 3 runs. Walked a batter and struck out 6. Ended up throwing 98 pitches in 8 innings of work. In line for his 4th win of the year. Another foul, still 0-2.
It's funny, you know, we always talk about Tim and what's the best conditions, a dome, the wind blowing in, the wind blowing out. Well, today the wind was a crosswind from left to right, and he had a great knuckleball today. Framed by Saltalamacchia outside, 1-2. Of course, Tim Wakefield
always pitches well at Tropicana Field and did last time out. Red Sox just couldn't get any offense for him as they were matched up against James Shields, who really shut him down. To just 2 runs, 1 earned off Tim Wakefield in that last outing. The 1-2 pitch coming to Mark Kotsay. Popped up to shallow right center. In comes McDonald to make the running catch. 2 down in the 9th. Two away, and there's Josh Wilson, who took over at third base for Casey McGee last inning. That's for the first time. Swing and a miss. That's by him, and it's 1-1. Corey Hart struck out. Brian Braun singled. Kotsay flies out to center field, and now Josh Wilson with 2 outs in the 9th. Waits on a 1-1 from Dan Wheeler. That is to second base on a hop. Sutton's got it in short right. Throw is off the mark and by Gonzalez. So Braun will take third as Wilson reaches and the game continues.
I think Sutton rushed out a little bit at second base instead of getting his feet in a decent position to make a throw. Looked like he kind of rushed it. As he's back on the outfield grass, the open stance as he makes the throw to first base and the ball just sails on him.
So 2 down, first and third for Yuniesky Betancourt, who was 0 for 3 today. And he takes strike 1 from Dan Wheeler. In the air to right center field. Over is Drew and McDonald, and look out, Drew makes the catch. The Red Sox win the series. They take 2 out of 3 from Milwaukee. Tons of offense today, Jerry, and great pitching from Tim Wakefield.
I think the story of the day is Tim Wakefield. I really do. You know, it was great to see the Red Sox bounce back, score some runs today, but Wakefield pitched another terrific game for the Red Sox, climbing that ladder as the all-time win leader for the Red Sox, and just what they needed. Kind of a shutdown game, and the Red Sox offense made it easy for them.
So the Red Sox win it 12-3 and win the series against Milwaukee. For Jerry Remy, I'm Don Orsillo saying good afternoon from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow night. Red Sox open up a 3-game series with the Padres. Live coverage begins at 5:30 with Red Sox Monster Monday. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Time now for a preview of what's coming up on WB Mason's Extra Innings Live from Yawkey Way. Here's Tom Caron.